What is going on, you guys? So I've been trying to make this video, I think probably for like the past half hour. Honestly, I was not planning on making a video this week at all. I was just gonna say forget it, I'm not making a video this week, I'm just gonna move on, skip to the next week. But the reality is that there were things that happened this week, and while they may not be the best things, I feel like it's worth talking about and it's worth discussing. So, as some of you may know, I got sick, and then I got better for probably about a week, and then I got sick again. Well, while I was on the mend from that one, I got sick again. So for the past month and a half, I feel like I've been sick, and it has just been terrible. I feel like I just cannot shake whatever it is that I have. I just feel like whatever infection that I have is just been holding on and not letting go. And last week was finally my mental last straw. Last week I started to have a lot of self-doubt and just question a lot of things about me, about my journey, and about what the heck am I doing. And I started getting really down on myself because I wanted to go to the gym so bad. I wanted to work out, I wanted to lift, I wanted to to continue on this journey and to hit my goals. But physically, I just did not have the energy, and I was sick. And, I just started to feel really down on myself and give myself such a hard time without realizing that it's okay to let myself heal and rest. And then it's not my fault that I'm sick and, can't really go to the gym. Sometimes when you're sick, if you just have the sniffles, okay, fine, suck it up. But, if you have an infection that's potentially contagious, number one, don't go to the gym and spread your germs everywhere. But number two, you need to let yourself rest. For me, I've been sick for the last month and a half, and it just, I haven't really truly gave myself time to rest. Because even on the weekends, even though I may not be going to the gym, I'm still doing a million things. So finally, on Saturday, I let myself rest. I was pretty much on the couch the entire day. And I will have to say that I do feel a lot better. I still am sick, but I feel a lot better. But last week was just one of those times that just, I let so many negative thoughts in. And, that's kind of something that, I was thinking about this today, is that what you put out is what you're gonna get back in. And for me, I felt like I was just kind of putting out this aura of just blah, and it's not good, it's not healthy. And I understand you can't be happy-go-lucky all the time, but for me, I was just thinking all these negative thoughts and thinking all these what are you doing? You can't do this. You're not going to the gym. You're lazy. You're never gonna hit your goals. And it was all these negative things that was coming in, and I allowed that. And because of that, I feel it's just not good for you. It's not good for yourself. It's not good for the people surrounding you. And so that's kind of what happened last week, is really just a lot of negative talk and a lot of self-doubt. And I feel the more that you think those negative things, the more the harder it's going to be for you to reach those goals, the goals that you set for yourself. I feel if you visualize things visualize the scale going down, or visualize you hitting your calorie goal, or hitting your macros, or visualize yourself being able to run that mile, or lifting a certain amount of weight, or doing something, then you're going to do it. And for me, it took all week for me to kind of really think about it and realize that. But I was thinking all these negative things, and so because I was putting all these negative thoughts in my head, I wasn't going to hit any goals, and I wasn't going to eat well, and I wasn't going to hit my water or lift a certain weight or do whatever, because I was thinking all these negative things. So that's kind of the lesson of the week, is really what you put out is what's going to come in. So even though you may be having a hard time, think about the good, and really visualize those goals and visualize, you know, you running that mile, and eventually you're going to do it, you know? So anyway, that's kind of like how my week was. I wasn't going to talk about it because it was so negative, but in reality, like, it made me kind of realize that, you know, thinking about it and thinking back about the week and how negative I was, it made me realize, like, I need to kind of change that mentality into thinking more positive and visualizing myself at the gym and visualizing the scale going down and all of that. I did get on the scale, and the scale is kind of down. I think I was 225, which is a little bit down from last week, so that's good. Water is on point. Today, actually, I think I had 1.5 gallons. I've been so, like, draining so much that I'm just having to, like, replenish all the fluids that I'm losing because I've been so sick and snotty and gross. So yeah, water's good. Food has actually not been that bad the last couple of days. But yeah, that's my week. It wasn't the best this week. Hopefully it will be a lot better. I will be going to the gym tonight, so hopefully it'll be okay. I still feel very snotty, but I also still have a lot of pressure in my chest and just a lot of tightness in my lungs, and I think it's just because of the infection that I had is just kind of, yeah, it's terrible. Anyway, guys, I hope that this helped you guys in some sort of way, you know, as far as, like, remembering to think positively and not let those negative thoughts seep in. And yeah, let's have a great week, guys. I'll talk to you guys next week.